In my last video, I talked about how I always knew like we were just energy and like we were always in this weird dream. And I always wondered like, what the hell is this life? Why are, not just like, why are we here, but like, why are we here with the things that we have here? Why is everything being projected to us through screens at all times? Like, not even like, what's going on? Are they doing it wrong? Like, are they doing something wrong? But like, why is this life? Why is this the setup? Why is this the main thing that we strive to be? We strive to be on a screen, before it was Hollywood. That's kind of dying down now. Now it's YouTube, now it's social media through our phones. But like, why is this the thing to be projected out all the time? And I mean, now like it's like the greatest tool to program people. I mean, we used to call television programs. TV was programs. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys have thought of this before, but I was thinking that as a kid. And, I had a spiritual awakening and I realized all this, and I realized like I can let all of these limitations go. I'm not going to be afraid anymore. I'm not going to fear life. I'm going to move forward. Like, the only thing holding me back is myself, which is still true. But then I didn't expect the world to be the way it is. I didn't expect other people to be talking about the things that I woke up to. And then I had like more and more of awakenings, because I'm like, wait, you know about this too? 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 Like, my whole life I felt so alone, and I felt so crazy for talking about this stuff. Like, I would drink and do drugs and think like then it was okay to talk about these things. And like, if people thought I was crazy or just didn't make sense, it was like, oh, I'm just drunk, I'm just high, don't worry about it, And now it's like, I realize I've been processing how to deal with this. Like, no, this is like normal now. What was once so crazy is now normal. And what do I do with all that trauma of thinking I was fucking crazy this whole time? Like, what do we do with all this? And it's like, anyway, moving on. We're past it now. It's like, yep, CIA knew all this stuff all along. Sure, there's aliens, telepathic communication. Yeah, anything is possible. Move on. Scroll through TikTok. It's like, what? Hold on. Wait a second, dude. What? Like, what? And like, I don't know. And just like people who rule the world and countries and stuff. And it's like things going on now politically. I'm like, this is what we got. This is what we got going on. Like, this is what we're supposed to be paying attention to. This is who we look up to. Again, I know that's like not a new thing, but I don't watch the news and stuff, but yet like I'm informed most of the time. It pops up in my feed. I hear people talk about it, like coworkers talk about it and stuff. And I can't believe people spend their time, their precious time here on earth with this life, giving it away to these stupid games. Like, it's all movies, it's all smoke and mirrors, it's all illusion. It's not real. And I've been so fed up with life. I got so fed up with life again, and like, everyone seems to be a fucking guru. Everyone knows about reality creation. Everyone knows about self-development. Everyone knows about narcissistic behavior and how relationships are struggling so much. And like, all of these, we're so emotionally intelligent now, yet why do we still have all these issues in the world? Like, do these people actually really know, or are they just jumping on the bandwagon of people yapping on a screen? They want to be a star, just like how people wanted to be in Hollywood. But it's like, now you have to act in your normal everyday life. It's not like, now I'm an actor. it's not an art form. It's like now you have to pretend to be a totally different person. And we're just in like this weird, like schizophrenic type of life, dude. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if that's the proper way to describe it. And that's no disrespect to people who actually suffer from that, but I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if people actually think about these things. I don't know. I feel more and more alone in all this. Like, I thought at first, I was like, wow, like, like, we're in this together. And then I just got so disheartened by everyone being a fake, and everyone's just doing it for the attention, for clout, for the views, for the subscribers. And like, there's nothing really wrong with that either, but to fake it, I don't know. And I got monetized last month, or what month are we in? December? I don't make much, but then it felt like, oh, I have to like keep up with this. But then like my energy's improving and I don't want to be negative anymore, I don't want to be positive all the time. I want to be whatever I am in whatever moment, but like I don't want to find a theme to please other people, to please you. I don't want to listen to people who are doing that either. Like, how can I truly trust anybody if they don't trust themselves and aren't like just going with the flow of who they are and in their life, especially when it comes to like spirituality and self-development, emotional intelligence. I don't know how else to describe it, but like everyone's an expert now, and there's still all these problems I don't understand. There's still such a disconnect. It's just funny. It's comical, and it's also just eerie. It's so eerie. We're so disconnected from being human, and like that's the whole plan though. And I do everything to preserve the human aspects of me, the natural parts of me. Because I like it better this way. You don't have to be so natural or whatever. Like, I don't watch TV. I don't stream anymore. I don't have social media except for YouTube. I don't get notifications on my phone. Like, I don't want to be bothered. Do not interrupt who I am. Like, do not interrupt my peace. Like, I'm trying to go into as much of monk mode as humanly possible, without like being completely weird or completely broke or whatever. But it's just like everyone's on board with what I always knew my whole life, and yet I still feel like an outcast. It's like, no, like you still don't, like, you need to get it right somehow. And I don't know, do I need a fucking whiteboard or something behind me? Do I need a whiteboard behind me? Do I need to give you a step-by-step presentation of how to be a fucking human being? Like, this is so weird. The reality that we're in right now is so fucking weird. Step by step. So many step-by-steps. So much lessons, so much education on how to be a fucking person, but nobody knows how to be a fucking person. Do you get what I mean? This is fucking weird. I don't know if you can hear me now that came on. I look like I'm in a fucking dungeon. It's just Twilight Zone, dude. I feel like I've always been in the Twilight Zone, and like we just got to maintain as much of our sanity and our peace as we can while we transition through all of life, throughout all of time. Like, I don't think this is ever gonna end, you guys. I think that's why we gotta do the real work. And sorry, I'll cut my video short because I'm sure that's really loud and annoying. I can't anymore. I can't process it anymore. Just everyone is a guru, everyone's an expert, and yet it feels so empty. Everyone that I talk to everywhere I go in my personal life, everywhere I go online, on YouTube, when I had social media, it was such a lack of human connection. And yet most people, I'm generalizing here, most people are so knowledgeable about being a human. It doesn't make sense. That's why the brain, thinking our way to being peace, happy, love, it's impossible. It comes from your heart, it comes from your soul, and it's not something you can ever truly teach, because we each have to go on our own journey of finding this. And to just know, like, hey, I'm real, I'm doing it too, is to me, it's worth way more than somebody with a fucking whiteboard. You know, some people I do like that have a fucking whiteboard, but most people just have a fucking whiteboard behind them, and they're like, look, I learned something from somebody else that somebody else told me about something else from somebody else. Watch my video. Listen to me. Buy my course. I thought I wanted to do that at first. I was like, I guess that's okay, now it shut off. I guess that's the route that I need to take, because, I mean, I've been doing this. I've been living and experiencing this. So, like, yeah, teach it. But I never even liked school. Like, I never even liked school. I refused to go. I homeschooled myself, and then I dropped out of school. Like, I tried to go to college. No. No, you're not going to tell me what to do with my soul, with who I am as a person. Like, I'm not going to let, like, this is all that I truly care about anyway, is just the godly stuff, being a soul, feeling my energy, and, like, being good energy in this world. Like, that's all that truly matters, because that's all that we truly are. The rest is just, it's up to us. And what's been put on us, that's up to them to put on us, on how we should perceive life and live our lives. It just doesn't work for me. I don't like it. You don't have to live the way people expect you to live. It's hard. It's hard because we have to break through all those limitations, and people, like, they sense that when you're moving away from it all. They're like, what do you think you're doing? Where do you think you're going? You think you're better than us? You think you're special? It's like, no, but, like, I don't like whatever's going on here. And you just got to keep, like, breaking through that over and over. And that's just what's more annoying, is because, like, I can sense it more and more now. Like, I understand why I went through all these souls, and all, like, in the religious communities, spiritual communities, and just people in general, just talking out of their ass. Because, like, we're all going through that. Like, all this, like, all the experts, like, that's really what it's all about. Like, we have to experience life to understand it for ourselves. We can watch people with the whiteboard all day long, but you don't know it until you experience it. Like, this is life, you guys. We're supposed to be living. But I also understand, like, we're in an artificial world now, and life isn't like that anymore. So I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to myself. I'm just trying to keep myself occupied and entertained until my last day here. My last breath. Have a wonderful day. Fuck.